Hey there, comedy fans. Welcome to My First Joke, the podcast where we dive into the hilarious stories of how comedians got their start. I'm your host, Karim Kanji, and today I am joined by comedian Thea Rainford. Today's episode is brought to you by Welcome to Travel.ca. If you're looking for the best and most affordable all-inclusive trips, cruises for you and your crew, check out Welcome to Travel.ca. Today, tell them Karim sent you. Finally, don't forget to subscribe to My First Joke wherever you listen to podcasts. If you enjoy what you hear, share it with your friends, leave a review, and hit us up with those 5 stars. It really helps the show to grow. Okay, let's get into it. All the announcements are done. Here's my conversation with Thea Rainford. Thea, thank you so much for joining me. How are you doing today?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. So let's get right into it.
Yeah.
What inspired you to get into stand-up comedy? How did you get started?
Yeah. I feel like I got started away a lot of female comedians get started. I went
Okay.
through a breakup. And
Oh,
I
the marvelous Mrs. Maisel is not fiction, it's fact.
exactly,
All right.
exactly. So everyone told me to suffer in silence, and I said, no, thank you. I'll suffer out loud on a microphone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's kind of
Seriously?
how I got into it.
So you break up and you're just searching for somewhere to.
Yeah, it was like right at the tail end of the pandemic. So I really like didn't hadn't been out and about. And so I
Oh,
was looking
yeah.
for things to do. I was looking for hobbies. And so I did a ton of things. Like I did tennis and pottery and screen printing and like a lot of crazy hobbies. And then I tried comedy and it was the only one that stuck.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when you went on stage, was it all about your partner that broke up with you or?
The first like set slash jokes that I wrote were kind of about they were like focused pretty heavily on him, but also
Okay.
it was about the toxic men in my life. That's like what my
Ah.
first big set was about.
Fair enough. So you knew enough to write stuff down. It wasn't just I'm going to go there and just spill the tea.
No, I definitely was writing. It was honestly mostly spilling the tea though. Like I can safely say I don't tell any of those jokes anymore. They were definitely more confessions than real jokes.
Ah. So do you remember the first joke you ever told on stage?
I think the first joke I ever told on stage was like about my cat, actually, because he's also one of the toxic men in my life. So I think I
Ah.
was like, I told a joke basically like he's a really toxic boyfriend. Like my cat is a toxic boyfriend. Like he's always pushing glasses off the table and like punching holes into walls when we get into fights. Like it was something along those lines. And so there were like three jokes about my cat, my dad, and my ex who had broken up with me, and they all like
Ah.
intertwined together.
Okay, okay. Where was your first performance?
The first time I went on stage, I think it was Tallboys, actually. It was like
Okay.
my showcase for my comedy class.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Where did you take your comedy class?
I did it at Second City, but I
Okay.
think like I took a weird version of it because our showcase was at Tallboys and not one of the Second City locations.
Ah, very, very interesting. So I've taken a couple of courses through Comedy Bar.
Yes, yeah.
How have you found it? What has it helped you with?
I think for me, it just like helped me start. Like what I need in my life is routine to start things. So it
Yeah,
was just like a place to go every week where they were like, write new material, and then I would write new material.
yeah.
Like for me, there's like a big kind of, I need like a big catalyst to get into things. I've got a lot of like hesitancy towards starting things. So when I have a routine, I can just like every week I have to do the same thing, and then it kind of eases me into the process. So I would say
Okay.
that's what it taught me. Honestly, it gave me some good connections as well. Like there's some people in my class that I still see around, but otherwise I didn't learn a ton about like structure and joke writing necessarily.
That's interesting. So that's one of the things that I found is like when the class was done, I'm like, what do I do now? And it was like, oh, just keep on doing what you were doing. But tell me about the writing part. Like, are you in a, because you said it gave you structure of always writing. So how do you find that without like a class to go to? How do you get yourself into writing?
I think now it's just a habit for me. It took a long time to build that habit. I think for a long time I would get bursts of energy and I would write and then I wouldn't write anything for like a long time. But now I'm in more of a routine again with my writing where it's just like every day I try to write like two to three premises if they come to me. If not, I'm not like stuck to that. And then I try once or twice a week to put those premises down on paper into a joke if there is any there.
Okay. So you did your first showcase at Tallboys.
Yeah.
Did you think you were like the shit? Or did you come off saying, "Oh, I bombed"? Like how was your feeling and how did the crowd react?
Honestly, my first time, I think it was like probably one of the best sets of my life. Like truly, I
Okay.
have never, I've never topped that set. It was all of my friends in the audience, and my ex also came to support. And so I was
All right.
basically like doing a roast of my ex in person to all of this like crowd of people who also hated him. It was really incredible.
Now, did he know that your routine was about him?
I think he probably could have guessed that. I
Like
think when
going into it, like you probably guessed it while it was happening.
No, I think he could have guessed beforehand. Like we didn't end on such great terms that he was like, this girl's got glowing reviews about our relationship. Like we definitely ended on terms that he knew that I had something to say.
But he came to watch you.
Yeah, I know. It was really interesting. He's like, I'm just really proud of you that you found something. And I was like, fuck off. I can't believe I can't believe you're still being a nice guy at the end of all of this. It's crazy.
Oh my goodness. So how long have you been doing it now? 4 or 5 years?
Oh no, I'm only like 2.5 years in. I started
Oh, oh wow.
in like 2023, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, a couple of years.
Yeah.
You're very like when I saw you on stage, it's like you owned the place. You didn't take no shit from no one.
You know what? I appreciate that. And that's not always the case. I feel like a lot of the times I get bullied up there, but I think you caught me on a good day.
Yeah, yeah. Was there a mo I know it's only been 2 years, but has there been a moment where that has happened to you that you said, I'm doing this thing? Like I don't want to say I've made it, but like a moment where I say, yes, it's working.
Yeah, I think for me, I really aspired to be on the Nubian show. Like that
Oh,
was my dream show to be on. And I got on at the beginning of this year in February. And my dad came and watched me. And after the show, he turned to me and he was like, "You're a real comedian now." And I feel like that was the moment for me where I was like, okay, I'm done like playing around with this. This is something I want to do.
that is amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, great relationship with my dad. I know it kind of breaks the fourth wall with all of my other jokes about him being toxic,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you said you're not talking about your ex anymore,
Yeah.
or maybe you are, but that's not part of your repertoire. How has I'm curious, has your in the short period of time have you found a style of voice? Has how have things changed in terms of how you present yourself?
Yeah, I feel like I'm still in a really like a struggle with that right now. Like I think a lot of people can see my voice and I can't see it yet. Like even at the show that you saw me at, the owner talked to me beforehand. He's like, "I really like when you do this and this. Like your voice is so," and I was like, "Oh, I should like be listening to this and figuring out what that is." I think right now I'm still just throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks. And I definitely have changed from the beginning. Like at the beginning I was really snarky and like kind of rude. And honestly, sometimes I still fall into that, but like I'm trying just to write everything and see what I can do and then get more and more nuanced with it as time goes on. Like right now I'm really just seeing if I can write clean, if I can write dirty, if I can write dark. Like I want to try everything and then
Yeah,
pick a lane.
that is awesome. How I should have asked this before. How did you get on the Nubian showcase?
Um, I Kenny Robinson runs like a workshop
Okay.
at a different book list, and so I go to that weekly because I really like routine. So I go to that weekly, and we work on jokes. He gives you tags and things like that, and so through that, I was able to like kind of vouch for myself, honestly, to get on.
Ah, very, very interesting. Then now that's interesting. I've been so I'm in Scarborough
Yeah,
and I've been looking for like a local place where young comedians can get together and write,
yeah.
you know? Um, so yeah, so that's something that I'm kind of
It
talking to people about and stuff.
Yeah, it's really good to have that community, honestly. Like even when I first started, I started with like a bunch of female comedians around the same time, and so we would often like pair up and write together, and I feel that was really like beneficial to the beginning part of my journey. I don't think I could have done it honestly without most of the women that I met.
That's really interesting. Thanks for sharing that. Thea, if people want to follow you online, maybe come to your next show, where can people go to keep up with what you're doing?
I am on Instagram at Thea underscore Rain3, and I am newly on TikTok at Thea the Kid. And my sibling is actually running the account. So if you DM me, you will not get me as a responder, but someone that knows me very well.
Okay. Is your sibling like booking you and managing you?
No, my sibling is in desperate need of cash, and I pay them $50 to edit and post my videos for me.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, listen, everyone, thanks for tuning in to this episode of My First Joke. Hope you had as much fun listening as I had chatting with our guest, Thea Rainford. If you enjoyed the show, and even if you didn't, listen, I got a kid going to university. I need some cash. Please subscribe to My First Joke wherever you listen to podcasts. And by the way, Thea needs to pay her sibling $50. So as
Exactly.
many five-star ratings as possible is what we want. And the website is myfirstjoke.ca. My name is Karim Kanji. Thank you for joining us. Until next time, remember
To take your birth control.